Hello chaps, how are we doing? Thanks for popping by again. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Fred and I'm at my bench. That's it really, nothing spectacular, just me chilling at my bench. If there's anything you need a hand with, tip, questions, how I do something, ask away. More than happy to show you. Just comment in the chat or send me a little message for the next stream and I'll be help show whatever the way I do things. Nothing professional, just me and my bench. So today we're going to be getting on with the wheels and start getting some decals on the Wellington. So might as well just get cracking really. Let's just get to the other camera. You have to bear with me because I'm kind of new still to all this. So I managed to get my bench one a bit brighter. I noticed that my first one the other day on Sunday was quite dark at the bench, so hopefully that's a bit clearer. Fingers crossed, we shall see how it goes. We've got this silly YouTube error, whatever it is, carry on again, but that's life. So like you see, it's a clearer bench, so all good. Evening Mike, I know who you are now. I realised, Liverpool fan, good man, best team. Right, Jonathan, how you doing? Good to see ya. Hope you're building some models. Frank, good afternoon. How's tricks? Evening Richard, good to see you pal, thanks for popping by. Just me at my bench, you know, as it is. But it's all good fun. So, and hi to anyone who's watching on their big TV screens, Simon and all that, that maybe can't write a comment. I know there's a few that when they have it on their TV they can't, there's no chat bit on the telly, so it is what it is. But hello to you chaps as well. Right, first of all I'm going to get a bit of Alclad beauty on these wheels here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spray them in the rubber black first. In fact no, let me see what colour the middle is. 56 is, if I can remember, I can't remember really, my memory's not great on the colours for Airfix. We'll find out what 56 is and then we'll take it from there. 53, 50, whatever, everything but 56. 56 is aluminium. So I think I'll do the aluminium first and then we'll mask it and do the black. So sticky stick, how's everyone doing this evening? Well, I hope. I've got my trusty sticky stick that I use. It's just upside down tape and it just holds it enough for me to spray that without having to worry about clamps and stuff like that. Evening Simon, on your 65-inch television. I've got that right. Look, we want some Alclad aluminium. Right, we've got semi-matte aluminium. Dura. Where is she? Is here somewhere. High side. Bear with me a second, I can't remember where I put it. few different metals here. Titanium. Where on earth is that gone? Not them there. Not them. Airplane. Wait. Normally I have all the aluminiums in one place. Oh, there she is. Aluminium. Alclad ALC 101. Fire up the gun. Let's see how we get on. Yeah. Good stuff. When I do the metals, I'm literally spraying at about, when I spray the Alclad metals, it tends to be at about 5 psi. It's just what I prefer. Get a nice bit of control with it. Just get that aluminium on there. I don't know if you're going to really see that very well, but it's aluminium's on there. It's hard to tell at the moment really. It'll be better once the black's on. This camera's not great, this one just here. You might see it better on there, maybe. A little bit of aluminium on there. So we'll just leave that over there to dry. What I'll do is I'll give that a little blast of aqua gloss as well to protect it before we stick a mask on there. Turn the pressure back up. I was watching, I don't know if anyone's seen it, The Victors. It was on Sky Movies Action. Used to be Movies for Men or whatever it was, but The Victors, it was quite good. It was Hannibal from the A-Team, he's in it. It's got some quite good original footage from World War II, as well as like the film itself, so it was quite good to watch, something different. So, some water in my decal tank. Can you believe that? Not quite enough water with me. 1 second, I'll just top up some water. Sound might go off for a minute. Back again. It was, I thought there'd be enough water in that for tonight, but obviously not. I keep a little bottle in here. I thought there'd be enough, but there ain't. So. Right. The joys and the fun begins. We'll start off with these big roundels first, I think. and then we'll go on to the Arthur Robert and all that malarkey. Right, find the decal sheet. There we go. There's the decals there. Nice printed ones there as well. So you notice I didn't use the interior cockpit ones. That's because when I was on Facebook Live I was using Photo Etch, the big headset, so it comes with all that carry on anyway, so there's no need for me to have used them. And I'll go with number 8 first. There's one. There we go. 2. Put that out of the way for a minute. And it goes just past that, right. So decals, what I do is I put them in my water upside down. When you put them in that way, they curl, you know, they curl up. Put them in upside down, they don't, funny enough. So I put them in upside down. Only on the big decals, not on the little ones. Use microset, microsalt, E before O, set before salt. I remember by E before O. Just any old brush will do. I know most of you chaps know what all this crack, what the lark is with this, but obviously we're going to get people that watch it that don't know. So I like to explain what I'm doing while I go along. So I just soak that because I've already aqua glossed it, so I just wet that like that. Nice and simple. And I try to use not sharp tweezers, so I don't tear the decal. Just get it on a bit like that. You see, soaking it the way I did gives me a chance to move it around. So on here it's just before that circle, a little bit forward with a little gap at the back there. So it gives me a chance just to play with it a little like that. And a cotton bud. And just make sure I squeeze out any air. We don't want it to start silvering, bubbling and all that carry on. Squeeze all that out. Especially on this Wellington, because it's because of the geo design, it's quite a bumpy. Lots of little air bubbles if you're not careful. Yeah. obviously you can see the geo structure on it. It's got that like crisscross structure, so that would hold air. So you need to, you know, you have to bear that in mind when you push it. Can you see that on the decal there? I've pushed it down a little. That's not with a settling solution, that's just pushing it down that little bit. And what I do is a bit of the old sole. I just pop that on top like that. And then I'll leave that soaking wet like that. Move on to the next one. Upside down again. Jobs are good 'un. Like I say, I know I'm not trying to teach people to suck eggs or anything. So I'm going to give that a minute, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that down again and then put another drop of set on it. Turn it off a minute. I'll put another lot of set on it as well after. Sole, sorry. Same on this side. See, if you soak it like that, you get to push it around. It's only what's on the brush at the end of the day. Yeah, Mike, it was after my last live on Sunday there, I was like, Mike, and I'm trying to think, and then I looked on Twitter and I spotted you. I was like, oof, I know who he is. So, anyone who's not on Twitter, there is a Russian-China group build going on Twitter that I'm running. So if you're on Twitter, you're more than welcome to join in. It started the 1st of November and it runs till the 1st of February next year. Anything military, Russian or Chinese, you're more than welcome to join in. Just take your proof picture that it's not been started and post a picture of it with a hashtag Russia China GB, and everyone can see what you're up to and you can see what everybody else is up to. It's only for fun, there's no prizes. We've done that bit. Put a little bit of set on there. Now this one's going all that wrinkly way as it does with microset and microsalt. Don't play with it too much, just gentle. Let it do its thing. Real gentle, I'm not even pushing, just gentle rub with a cotton bud. I'm not getting all the wrinkles out, because if you've used it before, you know it does wrinkle the decal, but it's fine once it dries. So there. Drop more on the top just to make sure that proper melts in there. Like so. Yes. I kind of was looking about thinking, how did I figure this out? And then I spotted ya, and I thought, ah, oh, right, got ya. Because I have got quite a few followers, so trying to keep track of everybody is, from my position, it's a nightmare. I don't have enough hours of the day as it is. Yeah, so that'll do me like that. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to do underneath yet, because the trouble is you hold it and then you touch that decal and then boom, it's on the end of your finger and you ruined it, and it's like, ah. So we shall leave that for now. Let's get the old Arthur Robert on. Now, I'm a bit of a fussy bugger when it comes to these letters. I don't like all the excess carrier film. That comes with a decal when you've got letters. In fact, I hate the excess film. So on Arthur Robert there, and you can see camera doesn't like it when I go close. Right, this excess in here, in between the R and the circle there, I cut some of that out because I really don't like too much of the excess film. So I just pop that out. Like so, nothing's fancy, I just cut it out so then it's not so bad. Yes, Richard, it's horrible. When I done the Hellcat in the 124, the armament guns, there's like I can't remember the numbers, 1, 2, 3 and 6 as carry on. 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2 and 3. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you've got numbers on there, and it was one sheet, one piece with loads of clear carrier film, and it would have just looked absolutely awful. So I cut each one out individually and then done it, and I was happier then. I hate that clear carrier film, it's a nightmare. You know, we all do such great things with the models, and then you come across a bit of carrier like that and it can just ruin it completely, and it's upsetting to say the least. Oh, wrong tweezers there, sharp ones. I mean, yeah, it makes it a little bit harder to put on when you take it off like that, but it's worth it. Without a doubt. show you. The circle, sorry. 24. But yeah, the letters are the worst for it. It's okay on the tiny decals, but it's awful on the bigger ones. See, so we've got our Arthur Robert there, and it's on without the excess carrier film, so it's the same colour running all the way through. And you know yourself, that carrier film just makes it so it's a different colour, just slightly, and it's frustrating. So I've got a small gap, and I've got my curve just in the right place there, luckily. Basically, once I've done this bit, I can matte coat, and then once I've matte coated, I can remove the clear masking, and there'll be a nice clear window all the way along the side of it. Hopefully, if it all goes well. If we're lucky. This one goes right over a triangle kind of infill. I need to make sure that pushes down on that. There we go, the letters. Get them serial numbers on, and we'll get the flag cut thing as well, number 6. We'll get these bigger ones on, and then you can see, and then I can mess with the little tiny ones another day. Good fun. So the joys. So I'm just doing a quick bit of set all the way along these first. So that's without touching them other decals. Need that half a rubber. And our serial number there as well. And then round on them. So I'm just going to give that a coat of the sole. Get that to. And these ones are literally dry. Yeah, so you can see now on there, you see where the shine, I'm trying to get the shine to show you on the decal. The wrinkling's gone and it's done all the little dips in the wing there like I wanted. But without all that clear excess film, you know, it's horrible all that. So that's that side, and we just go through the same process again for the other side. I'm just going to cut out that R again. A little bit more fiddly when you're fitting it because there's a risk of wrinkling because there's nothing holding it all together, but take your time, it's fine. That's the R in the water. So it's just standard water, just warm water. I'm just going to get these serial numbers and that ready. While I'm waiting. And there's a few tiny little decals to put on. I'll show you how I do them in a minute. But they've come out really well, I'm pleased with that. There's no, just looks like they've been painted on. They look brilliant. Not that you can see very well because I'm not doing it very well on the camera here. That's it. All good. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly give that a little rub. Make sure that it's in all them little bits. Ah, dear, dear. Brush. Now the problem is not touching that side when I'm doing this side. So right there, yeah. to that square. You can kind of line them up with the different panel markings, so that's how I know I'm getting in the right bit. All good fun, so they say. I love the decals. For me, the decals bring it alive. You know, it starts to bring colour to it and just makes it feel, also makes you feel like you're getting somewhere. I spent months on the photo etch inside, not that we're going to see any of it. But it is what it is. So, just about ready for that. What a joys, huh? Decals. Mind you, I'm glad I'm not doing the new tool Airfix Phantom. I think it is. Yeah, the Phantom. The one with millions of little tiny decals that everyone's cracking up about when they do it. So I'm glad I haven't got that problem with this. There we go. Get these last two on and then I'll show you that side. A little bit closer, I think. Wasn't quite happy where that was, so I've just moved it over a tad. Just a little. All good fun. No. There we go. Nice sole on there. go. Rubber and around them. I'm just going to check this side now, make sure I'm happy with that. Looks like it's well sunk in nicely. Yep. There's that side finished now. That's sunk in nicely too. When I get the photos later, you can see the ridges from the fuselage on there. Can't really tell with this, but they're there. And there again is the roundel. You can see it nicely on there, the ridges. So yeah, pleased with punch for that. Get it that way around. Now there is a couple of tiny ones that I want to get. I want to get one done because it's not on the restored version, but it is on the original, which is the one that I'm doing. So number 11. Now these tiny ones are a pest. They're a pest to get on your tweezers, a pest to get on your model. They're a pest. Any tiny ones, I have a little system that I do with them. I cut an angle on one side when I cut them out when they're tiny, and that means to me that that's the top. See, because the writing's so small, you can't actually read it, so you never know if you got it the right way up or not. So if you cut a slight angle on the top bit and then cut it nice and square, and when you're taking it out of the decal tray, you know which way's the top. Yeah, just makes life a little bit easier. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'll take photos later obviously, and I'll try and get ones where you can see where it's all that shape and stuff, and try and get some better close-up pictures, you know, and then it'll be on social media, Twitter, Facebook, blah blah blah, Instagram. You get to see it better. So over here we've got 3 little tiny ones on each side of this tail fin, so I don't use tweezers on little tiny ones. They're too much headache while using my scalpel. The tip of my scalpel at that. So I'll show you what I do with these. So I get it the cut way up. I don't know if you can see now what I'm going to do. So I've got it the cut way up there on my finger, and then I'll wipe it, the piece of backing card, onto my finger. So now I've got an upside down decal on the tip of my finger. Yeah. Then what I do, I get my scalpel and I just touch it underneath without digging into your finger, that is. And I've got it on the tip of my scalpel there. And it saves trying to get it the right way up and trying to mess about with tweezers. And that is it on the model, because you just touch it onto the liquid and boom. So I'm just going to get it in the right position, and then you'll see it. So when they're tiny, I just wipe it onto my finger and then pick it up with the scalpel. Can you see that? Little tiny one there, but it's the right way up because I did that cut the way I did it. And it doesn't matter how small they are then, you see, because you just put it onto your finger, wipe the backing off, it's stuck to your finger, you get the knife underneath it, so then it's the right way up when you put it onto the model. 14. And obviously I have guys who are from Models for Heroes and stuff learning, so I like to explain why I did that and how I did it. So there's 2 even more tiny ones, so I'm going to do the same again with these. Nice straight cut, and then an angled one, and that means I know it's the right way up. Again, nice angled cut. These are even smaller than that one, so put that in there. How you doing, Fester? Good evening. I have to laugh, mate. I think of Fester and I just think of that hand. Oh no, that's the hand, isn't it? Fester's the other fella. Anyway, how you doing? Every time I hear the word Fester though, I think of the hand running across. Could do with one of them helping me at the bench sometimes. These tiny ones are just about ready. If I knock these guns many more times. What's the most annoying part on this build? Them silly little guns at the front and back. It'd be so nice if you could put them on last rather than when you have to, because I keep knocking the silly things all the time. So again, funny cut up. Onto my finger, and there we go. You might see it, it's a tiny little dot. Can you see that? A silly little thing, but it's needed. So I'll just get a knife under there, and I've got it on the end of my knife. Goes. Again, cut side, wiped on my finger. Makes it so much easier than messing about with tweezers. I've got it on the tip of my blade there again. Simple as that. And then it's just getting them in position where they need to be. Who's that? I don't know who that was. I can forget it, I'm live. So, if you can see them 2 little tiny ones there, that's them. So I'm just going to go on to the other side now. Dark rings around your eyes. Bless you. Right, so I'm going to do the other side now. I've got How long we got? 7 minutes. Right. I'm just going to get these. Oh, there's none on that side. Oh, right. I didn't expect that. I thought that was going to be on both sides. Turns out it's not. What have we got here? Oh, we've got a name to go on here. Number 13. Got a little yellow name, I'll put that on as well while we're here. All good fun, huh? My good lady's just brought me a cup of tea. Bless her. She hides, she doesn't like all this. And this one goes kind of in line with the crop, just under that window there. And there's a number 15 as well, square. We'll get that one too. Right, there's one under the window and one just next to the window there. All good fun. Just grab my tea again. Should put that over here, shouldn't I? Sorted. Right. This is not as small, this one, so I don't need a knife for this one. He says, make sure my fingers are not touching nothing. Sorry fellas, I'm concentrating there a little. No. And all underneath. This one on. Right, I can't tell if I've got that right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my wonderful camera here. see if I've got it right. Take a photo and zoom in. Oh. There. There we go. There's nowhere to hold the thing now without damaging anything. So, you see in there? There's one square one just there where my finger is, and then a little one under the window there, and then the right way up, luckily. So that's us pretty much got our decals on this side. There's some to do underneath. There's the ones with the tiny ones on the tail and everything else. So next, it's 59 minutes past, so I only do an hour. Yes mate, no worries, I'm off now anyway because it's an hour's up. So cheers Mike, thanks for popping along pal. So on Thursday now I'll do the underside ones and finish the wheels, and we'll put the wheels on, and then we'll be ready for pretty much for matte coat, and we'll get the matte coat on, and then it's just like exhausts and other little trinkety bits, a bit of weathering maybe and stuff like that. So that's it for now anyway chaps. That's my hour. It's all good fun. So thanks for popping along anyway, always appreciated. Good to see you, it's nice to see you chatting etc, and all good fun. Keep yourself safe guys, take care and look after yourselves, and I'll be back on Thursday to carry on. I don't do anything until Thursday so you know, it's, you get to watch it from the box till the finish. So there you go. So bye for now chaps, thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you all soon.